So some foot massage standing up, again using the ball. Please do use a chair or a wall to hang on to if you're a bit wobbly. And also if you're warm enough, my floor is a bit cold so I won't, but if you're warm enough, do take your socks off for an even better effect. So pop the ball on the floor, maybe hold on to something if you need to, otherwise take the opportunity to work on your balance. And roll the foot on the ball from your heel in the direction of your middle toe, roughly. So going through the center line of the foot, keeping your knee in line with your ankle so you're not rolling inwards or outwards from the hip. And you can start quite lightly again. And then if it feels okay, you could put a bit more pressure on. Maybe it makes you a bit more wobbly like me, so be aware of that. See if you can press down through the center of your foot. Maybe your toes are on the floor to balance you out. Or your heel on the floor. So the ball can be in a slightly different place. You can tip your ankle into different areas, different places, and press down and hold briefly. And before doing the other foot, we can compare. How does this foot feel compared to the other one? And then giving the other foot a massage. So starting with the rolling. And we can also do this seated. Play around with this whilst you're on a sort of a work meeting Zoom call. It helps to pay attention, of course, but even if we do this kind of whilst doing something else, it's still going to benefit us. It's going to create a little bit of movement in the body, a little bit of activation rather than just sitting still a lot in front of a screen. A little bit of activation, something to nourish the body, to help us to remember we've got feet. And then pressing down in different places. Try with your toes on the floor and with your heel on the floor. Maybe even taking a step with the other foot and be aware of balance whilst one foot is on the ball, taking a little step forwards and backwards with the other foot. You can try that on the first side as well. This can feel a bit more manageable with something like a rolling pin because that's not going to roll from side to side. But then again, a rolling pin might be feeling too hard if you've got a fairly soft ball. You can try different balls, different hardnesses. Lovely. And then coming back to standing, both feet on the ground. Noticing how our whole body feels. often taking our attention to the extremities can release everything in between. So we've gone to the ends of the body and actually have had an effect on the whole body. The other thing that this paying attention to the extremities does is it takes us away from a lot of the areas of the body where we might become overly focused on a stress response, like if we're sort of feeling anxiety in our stomach or tightness around our throat, fluttering, panicky heart area. Taking our awareness to these massaging techniques for the hands and the feet can help that settle. So we're doing something caring, we're not overly focused on our emotional body, which tends to play out in the area of the torso, and meanwhile settling everything down. So notice how you are also on that level of your mind.